There is something strange. Many people are living better than any generation before them, yet they feel more lacking than any generation before them. Why? Let me ask you something, and perhaps it isn't an easy question. When was the last time you felt enough? Successful enough? Fast enough? Good enough? Enough to stop comparing yourself to other people? I've noticed something. Many people live with a quiet feeling of lack. Not enough money, not enough time, not enough opportunity, not enough luck, not enough of something they cannot even name. What's strange is that children don't live this way. A child can spend hours with a leaf, a small stone, an ice cream stick, and feel completely content. Then we grow up, and the world begins handing us measurements. Who earns more? Who looks better? Who moves faster? Who arrives first? And somewhere along the way, the feeling of lack quietly appears, day after day, until many people begin to believe, maybe I really am missing something, but perhaps that isn't the whole truth. You open your phone. Someone bought a house. Someone got married. Someone achieved something you've been working toward for years. Just a few minutes earlier, your life felt completely fine. But after a few minutes of scrolling, everything suddenly feels lacking. That question stayed with me for a long time. How can life stay the same while our feelings completely change? Perhaps. We are not unhappy with our own lives. We become unhappy while looking at someone else's. And here's the interesting part. The feeling of not enough rarely appears when you're looking at your own life. It appears when you're looking at someone else's. Maybe that feeling isn't really about what you have. Maybe it's about what you're comparing it to. One day, I heard a sentence that stayed with me. We often look at someone else's harvest through the eyes of a person still planting seeds, and that comparison is unfair from the beginning. We see the house, but not the 15 years before it. We see the business, but not the difficult early years. We see confidence, but not the thousands of failures behind it. We see the fruit, but not the seed. And then I understood something. We do not suffer because others have a harvest. We suffer because we compare their harvest to our planting season. Pause for a moment, because that sentence explains more than we realize. Maybe you are not lacking. Maybe you are simply comparing two different seasons. That explains so much. Many years ago, I met a gardener. Every day he watered his trees, trimmed the leaves, fed the soil, the same simple work, again and again. I asked him, "Don't you get tired of this?" He smiled, then said, "A tree does not grow on the day you watch it." I remembered that sentence for years, because life works the same way. The most important things usually grow in silence. Nobody notices, nobody applauds, nobody celebrates, yet they continue growing, quietly, patiently, beneath the surface. Sometimes we think nothing is happening, when in reality, the roots are growing. Everyone travels with different vehicles. Some fly, some take trains, some ride bicycles, some walk, some must cross forests. It isn't fair, but it is real. And reality is often more useful than fairness. If you ride a bicycle, don't judge yourself by the speed of an airplane. If you're crossing a forest, don't use a highway map. The important question is not who is faster. The important question is, am I moving in the right direction? Many people spend their lives worrying about speed. Very few spend enough time thinking about direction. And direction matters far more than speed. A person walking toward the right destination will eventually arrive. A person running in the wrong direction will not. If tonight you still feel like you're lacking something, don't look at someone else's fruit. Look at your own seeds. Take a piece of paper and write down 4 things. What fruit do I truly want? What seeds am I planting today? What vehicle am I traveling with? And at this pace, how long will the journey take? Don't write to comfort yourself. Write to see clearly, because the past cannot be changed. But the future always begins with the seeds we plant today. Maybe you are not in harvest season yet. Maybe you are still planting. Maybe it still feels like night. But before sunrise, the sky is often darkest. That doesn't mean you failed. It may simply mean you are still on your way. And remember this: a tree does not grow on the day you watch it. Neither does a life.